been one of the world's favourite cars since its introduction. On this edition of Test Drive, the latest Volkswagen Beetle Convertible. When the Beetle's top is up, the sight lines are tight because of the large canvas C-pillars, headrests and small glass window. It's a painless venture that sees the Beetle's canvas top drop in a mechanical ballet that takes just 12 seconds. Once al fresco, the view is unfettered and the fresh air is there for all the riders to enjoy. After you've lowered the soft top, you're supposed to install this tonneau cover. Well, trust me, I fought with it and it ain't going on. Do yourself a favour. Throw it away, leave it in the garage and let it collect dust. The upside, the roof doesn't look bad without that ugly tonneau. One of the biggest improvements is found in the new base engine. VW's 1.8-litre turbocharged 4 is a sweet mill that delivers 170 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque, and it does so across a broad range. Nail the gas from a standstill and there's an immediate response that sees the tyres squeal away. The reason is the engine delivers peak torque at 1500 RPM, which means turbo lag is basically non-existent. Through the mid-range, the engine continues to pull with authority. It's a sweet piece that gives the Beetle a rewarding driving experience. The cabin of this entry-level comfort line is pretty basic. The fact there's no steering wheel mounted controls pretty much says it all. It also comes with leatherette. Now at first I thought, yeah, not so good. However, when a friendly bird left a deposit for me, well, I appreciated it. No scrubbing fabric, no running the risk of staining real leather. It cleaned up in a snap. The other thing, if you go for this car, ditch this radio. It's awful. The engine's work ethic is ideally matched to a 6-speed manumatic transmission. It has a low first gear for launching and a leggy top gear for highway cruising. It also slips between the extremes seamlessly. The powertrain combination delivers a willing work ethic that shows up in the acceleration times. The Beetle Convertible runs from rest to 100k in 7.6 seconds, and it accomplishes the more important 80 to 120 passing move in 6.1 seconds. Both are very respectable times. The back seat in this Beetle is token at best. Yes, it'll take 2 scrunched up people in an emergency, but it's best left to a purse or a briefcase because there isn't a whole pile of storage elsewhere in the cabin. The same applies when you get around to the trunk. 200 litres, not very much. The saving grace, well, there are 50-50 split folding rear seats. The other thing that impressed me was the manner in which the Beetle behaved under a variety of different driving situations. Tooling around town, the ride was cushioned and comfortable. Amp up the tone of the drive and the suspension takes a quick set as the bug hauls its way through a corner with surprising aplomb. I was not expecting such a lithe and lively drive. The steering has the right weight and the feedback is all it should be. There was also a lot less understeer than I was expecting. The combination saw the Beetle run through the pylons with a rewarding precision. It may look more like a boulevardier than a Sportster, but the Beetle does a very credible impression of the latter. I tiptoed into the test of this Beetle expecting a soft ride and not very much performance. I walk away very pleasantly surprised. It's great fun to drive. Lots of power and it handles very nicely. Yes, it's got its nits, but if you're into al fresco motoring, you could do a lot worse than this new Beetle.